The BedWars and Islands devs have a new game coming out this weekend. No, it's not Prop Hunt. That game is gone, and I'll explain why that's gone in just a moment. And no, it's not a new BedWars game mode. It's a new Battle Royale style shooter that supports up to 100 players. So they see this countdown right here. This is to a new game. It is not to a new game mode in BedWars. Check this out. So you can see the AK-47. Do you think they're really gonna... Okay, maybe they would put AKs in there. But this is a completely different game. In fact, it is a Battle Royale shooter. It has nothing to do with beds. You're not gonna see that blocky style that you're familiar with this game in Islands. It's a completely different style, a lot more like Prop Hunt. Now, the game was temporarily released for open beta testing from the BedWars lobby last week for half a day, which really confused a lot of players. A lot of players were saying, like, DV, this is just a new game mode. This is like another Battle Royale mode inside of BedWars. And no, that's not true. Just because it's accessible in the lobby doesn't mean that is true. So I will try my best to cover all the common questions I'm getting about this game. I've been helping test the game for about 3 weeks now and got permission from the devs to make some videos on the game prior to release. But no, I won't be leaking anything that hasn't already been seen by the public. Now, before we take a deep dive into the new game, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. So you can see here, based on this countdown, the game is coming out on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Now, hopefully they won't change that in case there are any delays, but so far the game's been playing pretty well. When at first the open beta came out for a moment in the BedWars lobby, players were really confused and thought the game, like I said, was just another game mode in BedWars. But the reality is that this is an altogether new game. It's gonna have its own, game page. It's gonna have its own lobby. It's gonna have basically just like BedWars and Islands. And in fact, I think this is gonna turn into a portal, much like this portal is to Islands. I'm sure they're gonna have portal to right here. That's gonna be to Battle Royale. So this is an altogether new game, totally different style. It's gonna feel like a, like I said, a lot more like Prop Hunt. Now, of course, what you're gonna see here in this footage that I'm about to show, it does look, it's gonna look different. Okay, this was during the open beta. I don't have newer footage. In fact, I won't be showing any newer footage just because I won't be leaking anything. I'm not going to be showing anything that hasn't already been seen by the public. But this is here some footage of me playing the open beta. And the only reason why the BedWars devs put this game for a while inside the BedWars lobby was because it was just easy to be able to get testers very quickly. I mean, you put it in this lobby, they can matchmake real quick and get into the game. That's the only reason why you saw it here. It's not because it has any connection to BedWars. Now, you may have noticed I haven't really mentioned Prop Hunt yet, lately, because Prop Hunt was removed by the devs for 3 reasons. First is that it clearly wasn't well received by the BedWars or Islands community. I mean, it had like maybe 2,000 players. It felt like kind of a dead game to a lot of people, because it didn't have 10,000 players. They thought it was dead, even though it was, still growing, I think. But the evidence was just straight up in the player count. It wasn't growing. Second, they stated it just wasn't the game that they wanted, to launch with. And they did say that potentially they'd revisit in the future. So maybe it'll come back. And third is that if they were to keep the game, up and running, they'd have to maintain it and keep updating it because, their whole thing is they're never gonna abandon games that they create and launch. So it was a good idea from them to sunset it before it was just more of a test too. They called it like an open test. So it was a good idea that they removed it before it got to it drifted too long. Now, this video is not about Prop Hunt, but the only reason why I wanted to mention that is it kept coming up anytime we would talk about any new games by EasyGG. So I just really wanted to cover that first. So the new Battle Royale game has that has no official name yet, by the way. I've seen one name idea. I actually think they should call it like Easy Battle Royale or something because easy games. But they do have a name idea. I haven't heard anything official yet. So that'll get revealed on Saturday. I'm actually curious what they're going to name the game. And, yeah, this game has some similarities to Fortnite, but no, it's not a copy of Fortnite. So many people keep saying, TV, this is just a copy or a ripoff of Fortnite. No, it's not. So Fortnite is not the only Battle Royale, nor was it the first Battle Royale. It was like the 4th or 5th Battle Royale. So Fortnite came out really, really late on the Battle Royales. It's just the most well-known. So if you're like, well, yeah, it's just like it's just like Fortnite. Well, it's because that's like the most well-known Battle Royale game out right now, is the most successful because they did a good job with it. But it's not because it was the first, okay? So don't say they copied Fortnite because it's not a copy of Fortnite. If you played this game, you would see some similarities. Okay, they got a storm, they got the weapons, they got some pickups that are similar in some ways. But no, it's not a copy of Fortnite. Remember you have PUBG, there's Apex, Smite came out with their own Battle Royale, Call of Duty came out with their own Battle Royale. The list goes on. There's like dozens and dozens of Battle Royales out there. If you just go to like Wikipedia and look up Battle Royale, you're gonna see so many of them. H1Z1, you're gonna see so many of them. Now, Roblox has a few Battle Royale style games, and I think the most popular one is Islands Royale. I wasn't personally a big fan of Islands Royale compared to like, the Rudevs one. Rudevs was really, really fun. And in fact, it became open source. I don't know if you know that, but the game was just really, really fun and solid. The downside was it was full of hackers. They would instantly teleport to you, they'd kill you instantly. It was really, really bad. And, you know, yeah, BedWars has a lot of similar issues. You know, BedWars, as you know, is full of hackers. It's really destroying the game. And at least for me, you know, when you go into a game, it's just a hacker, another hacker, another hacker, and they're just, you know, they're taking full advantage of the fact that Roblox allows you to control humanoids client side. Now, the good news is the Battle Royale game that the devs have been working on is server authoritative, which means it's going to be a lot harder for exploiters to, you know, I don't like calling them hackers. It's going to be a lot harder for exploiters to exploit in their game. So doesn't mean it's foolproof. It is Roblox still, but most of the stuff and the pain that we've experienced, like, you know, getting shot underground, getting hit across the map, seeing someone jumping across the void, things like that should be solved by this change. Now, of course, if they are successful with this authoritative script or code, server side, you know, code, then we might start seeing that inside BedWars. So you can imagine how much better BedWars would be if there weren't hackers. So that could be a long-term solution, but we don't know. You know, we have to find out. Over time, we'll see what happens. Now, if you are new to Battle Royale style games, the object of the game is really to be the last team or last person, you know, standing or surviving, depending on the mode. So if you're, you know, obviously solo queued, you're still on a team, but you're just a solo team. You want to survive until you're the last person standing. Now, how you do that is hope that players get killed by the storm, which I'm going to talk about the storm in a moment, or they get killed by others or your own guns. At the start, you're going to spawn in a lobby where you're waiting for the game to start until the timer hits 0. At that point, you're placed in this airplane here you can see, and you can eject to drop and find a place to land using a parachute. Now, you do start with 0 weapons at first, so it's important that you find weapons right away. Otherwise, you can't do any damage currently. There's no punching or anything like that. There's no like default weapon you start with, but there are a variety of items you can loot, you know, currently, including weapons like a pistol, shotgun, you got a SMG, AR-15, and an AK, which all have varying degrees of quality. They all have their different purposes. I can explain each weapon in a second. The quality does seem to give you, like, if you get like a common, it's going to be less accurate than, say, a legendary, you know, weapon that's gold, that will give you a lot more precision in your firing long range. And you can also find ammunition for each, you know, weapon type across the map. It does auto pick up, so you just need to run over the weapon, ammunition, and it's going to automatically pick up, whereas weapons you do have to like actually pick up. There are also different levels of armor, so if you want to get like, you know, 25 armor or 50 armor, 75 armor, or 100 armor, obviously you want the 100 armor. You can also get bandages and med kits to heal yourself. You can get armor, like these like recharges for repairing your armor, and they also have jump pads, which is pretty cool because, you know, if you have a jump pad, you can drop it and it'll launch you up in the sky and you can parachute back down. It's a really cool strategy. It also helps you get mobility. Now, as far as the weapons go, so you're going to use pistols, mostly long range typically. You don't really want to be running around shooting with them too, because otherwise the accuracy really diminishes, but you can actually snipe people pretty well with like a deagle. The pistol is basically a deagle, and obviously you want as rare as you can so you can get that accuracy. They do a lot of damage too, which is pretty nice. The shotguns are going to be more close range combat. You don't want to be sniping people with those. The SMG is kind of a nice close range and mid-range weapon, but not very good for long range. You got AR-15, which is pretty good for long range. You can hit people, you know, clear across the map with those. And then AK is also similar to AR-15, but typically a lot more damage. And it seems like there's just a higher quality. Like if you get an AK, it's like currently the best weapon. Now, I'm sure they're going to add more weapons. This is just stuff that was a part of their open beta. I'm sure they're going to end up doing a sniper rifle eventually. I'm sure we're going to start seeing rocket launchers and things like that over time. But for now, these are the weapons we have. Now, you'll notice on the map, there is a glowing and red force field around it with the countdown on the top right for the next storm. After each storm wave, the storm's going to shrink, or that it's like a sphere that's going to shrink closer. It's like a ring that closes in on you and forces players into a smaller area so that they just can't hide on the map and just AFK. So they're not going to be hiding in like trees or anything. It's not becoming a hide and seek game. And it keeps the game moving along pretty quickly because people are moving around, right? They're not just hiding. Now, if you do get caught up in the storm, you're going to start taking 5 damage per tick until you die. And so that's unfortunate. You want to keep moving. You want to stay out of the storm if you can. Now, the game, as of the open beta, did not have any kind of rewards for progression or XP or anything like that. But the obvious is that this game can easily integrate a battle pass of sorts that is not pay to win at all, and it's more cosmetic based surrounding skins, weapon skins, emotes, dance emotes. They could do like parachute skins. They could do, you know, titles and lobby gadgets, double XP game passes and such to help them monetize the game. But I don't think they should add kits. Now, I could be wrong. Some players may want kits. I just don't think they should. And it sounds like the devs feel the same way, that they don't want it to be pay to win, but who knows? I mean, they have to make money as well. So hopefully they don't take the kit approach. But if they do, I'm sure players will buy into that. I just hope that they don't. And so far, I haven't heard any kind of rumor at all from the devs about kits. Okay, so I will tell you that. I haven't heard a single peep about kits. I mean, imagine getting a banana suit though. Dropping with a banana suit, who wouldn't do that? Now you could obviously do that with your avatar, but imagine being able to drop in with like really cool skins, only accessible within the game. As far as mobile goes, that has been something the devs have been testing a lot lately. So hopefully mobile will be in a good spot for their release. I know I've tried to jump in with mobile. It felt really smooth on my iPhone. I think I have an iPhone 10 or something like that, or it's an 11. Can't remember. And it was really, really smooth. I don't know about any older devices. I didn't try on older devices. One thing I can tell you I was really bummed out about with this game is that when open beta closed up, I couldn't play it anymore. Not with everyone else. We're still obviously doing tests, but those are occasional tests. I was really enjoying myself with Battle Royale. So you can expect me to be running some tournaments for this game and covering with regular videos on the channel, along with my BedWars and Islands content. I'm not going to I have no plans on quitting Islands. I have no plans on quitting BedWars content. I'll just be spreading it out because I do cover all of Easy Games' content. I even did a prop hunt video. So anything the Easy Games team releases, I'm pretty much covering on this channel. So, if you like, videos about what they're doing across their games, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on notification bells so you don't miss out on any videos about their content. The only thing I can say is I hope the devs can avoid adding a third game update on Fridays though. Like hopefully they do updates for this game on Saturdays or Thursdays or some other day, even Wednesdays, because I don't know how I'd possibly do 3 streams in a single day for 3 different games of theirs if they're going to bunch them up on Fridays. There's no way I'm covering all 3 games. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, definitely watch this video right here or this video right here. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.